Are you a business owner and you maybe own a butchery and you're thinking to yourself like, what's the point of a website? Or are you a business owner who owns a sewing place, or a business owner who owns a bakery, and you're thinking to yourself, why do I need a website? Why do I need to be online? I didn't start making pizza so that I can learn all this technology and all this stuff. Like, why is that any of my business? I just want to help the people in my community. I know they needed it. I saw the need. I saw that I could do something about it. And I don't understand why this guy on screen wants to give me a website. Like, why do I have to be online? I don't understand any of that, right? And or you thinking to yourself, maybe I have a website. I've got a website, but it's just not that great, but it works. It works because when I tell people go to my website, they can see that it's a website, but maybe it's just not as modern as what the new people have right now, but it's been working for me for like the past 15 years. So I just keep it the same. I use it as a business card of sorts. Sometimes I don't even talk about it. Or you're a business owner and you're kind of ashamed and embarrassed to even speak about your website. You're like, well, I built it myself. Maybe someone built it for me, maybe a friend, maybe a cousin, maybe a family member, and they decided to make it in such a way that I didn't quite like it, and now I feel a little embarrassed to show this to people. Are you someone that is just looking at your business and saying everything is working well? I don't understand why I need to add the added complication of a website. It doesn't make sense to me. This video is for you because I have just seen so many people go through this entire thought process, and situations like COVID happen, right? And their complete system, their complete structure gets demolished to the ground, right? If you're anything like me, you have seen that the economy goes up, something crazy happens, and then it crashes, and anything that you built that you thought this is going to be solid all of a sudden has to disappear. Or all of a sudden, if you've seen a friend who has a business and you realize that all of a sudden now they have to close that down because they weren't recession proof. They didn't set themselves up to protect themselves from the vultures that were eventually going to come and attack the business in the first place, right? They didn't really set themselves up for that. So because of that, they get into these systems and they think to themselves that, oh no, I'm just going to start my bakery. I'm just going to start my pizza place. I'm just going to start my barber shop and everything's going to be okay. Word of mouth will spread and I'm going to stay perfectly the same forever. But the truth be told is the landscape is constantly changing, right? So because the landscape is constantly changing, you have to set yourself up in certain ways to keep yourself recession proof. And that's why tech is so important, right? So when you think about tech, don't just think about websites. For 5 seconds, I just want you off of websites. Stop thinking about website. Let's just think about technology, right? When the grid goes off and there's no electricity, what do you need? You need a generator. You need someone who understands generators for your company to show up, plug things in, and say, hey, you are electricity proof, right? Whether that's a generator, whether it's solar power, whether it's from the wind, it's technology, right? It is actual technology, and you need that to make sure that you are basically electricity proof, right? And that means that no matter what the government decides, no matter what your municipality decides, no matter what area your area decides, you're gonna be okay. Your business gonna be okay. If you have food in the fridge, it's gonna stay okay. It's gonna be fine. Technology is there to protect you. It is there to protect you. And I think a lot of people, when they come up to you and they're like, hey, I want to sell you this generator, you kind of go, hey man, my business is working fine. I don't need a generator, right? But if you think about it in that way, that, hey, actually, there might be situations where I actually need a generator. Okay, just let me know the price and I'll think about it and see if it's something that I can do later, right? So you have to think about all these different things that are happening, because the landscape that we are on economically is constantly shifting. Like the price of oil just went up like 10x in the past month. And that type of growth in oil prices, we haven't seen that in years, right? But just over and over and over, we just seeing how quickly things are shifting, right? And it's the same when it comes to businesses online. So then you're asking yourself, like, why do I have to be online? We're back to that. The reason why you have to be online, right? And I'm speaking very fast because I know there's some of you out there that's like, why is this guy trying to sell me something? Like, he's probably trying to sell me something, and I'm not trying to sell you something. I can speak very slow. I can just do a thing of just speaking like this and saying that, you know, the truth be told is you need to be like, but I understand that you're a business owner, you own things, and you working and you thinking and you stressed out every single day. Oftentimes you're like worried about payroll, or you worried about 1,000 other problems, and then someone comes to your doorstep and goes knock knock knock, here's a digital product, whether that's a website, whether that's an application, and I'm saying you're gonna have to take care of all of it. You like, that's another stress on your head, and you're just like, I can't do the stress, right? I'm trying to run my bakery, I'm trying to run all these other things, and you think to yourself, like, it doesn't make sense for me, it's not practical, I'm not gonna have the time for it, I barely have the time for what I have on me already, right? And that's a mindset that, first of all, I want to help you with. I want to help you shift, and I also want to help you see how this having a website is probably the best thing that you are just missing out on. You're selling yourself short, you're selling your business short, you're selling your dreams short by not having this, right? And here is why. I'm not even selling myself. I'm not saying come to me and get a website. If you want a really good one, come to me and get a website. But go somewhere and get your website sorted out. And I'm trying to help you to get exactly what you need, so that you never have to stress about, is this guy doing the job properly? How can I check that he's doing the job properly? How can I make sure that I'm actually getting a return on investment on the things that he's doing, right? That's what I'm here to do. That's why I'm so passionate about this. That's why I'm literally coming up with this as I speak, because I've dealt with other clients. I've worked with people and I see the struggles they go through, but they don't know that just implementing a specific piece on a website is actually going to 10x their results and actually help them, right? I'm saying 10x. I'm thinking of another YouTuber. It's fine. But 10x, it's literally going to change their life. It's going to take so much stress out of their heads, right? But they don't even know that that tool is available. And that's one thing that I'm realizing that a lot of business owners don't know is, first of all, these tools are available, and they're available to you to help you. They are there to help you. And I think a lot of web developers make a mistake that you guys are just supposed to know that you need the help. But if I made the best screwdriver in the world, right, but nobody on earth knew what a screwdriver was or how it can help them, and everybody has been using rocks to like hit nails into the wall, they're going to look at a screwdriver and be like, that makes no sense, I don't want it, it doesn't make sense. So I think that a lot of problems that business owners have, mostly if you're in like a brick and mortar position or you working with your hands, right, you don't really understand that there are tools online that can triple the amount of foot traffic that come into your business. That can like quadruple the amount of comments, the amount of replies, the amount of validity, and assert your dominance and your authority in your space, right? So you don't even know that that exists. So then you're thinking to yourself like, I don't know that exists, so how do I know that I'm supposed to ask for it? And that's what this video is for. I'm here to tell you that there's so many tools out there that exist for you. They exist for you. The websites, everything, it exists for you, right? So one of the things that really matter when it comes to websites is the SSL certificate, right? So the security socket layer, that's what it's called. I'm going to put it here so you remember. Security socket layer. I'm not going to give you too much jargon. I'm not going to give you a lot of words to remember, but I'm giving you this one because a lot of business owners don't know that this is so important, right? Imagine if someone went to your shop and there was a police officer standing out of your shop. Your shop was there, it was open, but there's a police officer right there. And the police officer, every time someone new shows up to your shop, he says, don't go in there, it's dangerous. don't go in there, it's dangerous. And then the customer had to decide, okay, I'm willing to take the danger or I'm not willing to take the danger. Haven't you gone to a website and then the website says, don't go in there, the warning, it's dangerous, right? And then your customer has to click on advanced, and then after clicking on advanced, then they enter the website. And now this website was supposed to help them trust you more, but from get-go, from the first entering of your website, the first signal they get from Google is don't go in here. We don't know if it's safe, right? So that security socket layer is something that web developers have to make sure that you have on your website, to make sure that when people come in there, it's instant access. It's trying to validate to Google that I am safe. Don't chase people away. I am safe. Let them come straight in. So you have to make sure that your doors are open, right? 24/7 all the time, right? And that's one thing that people have to maintain. So sometimes you hear web developers talk about, oh, we're going to maintain your website. And you're asking yourself, what are you guys maintaining, right? It's a pamphlet. A lot of people, a lot of business owners think that a website is a pamphlet, right? And they're like, what are you maintaining? This is one of the things they're maintaining. They're maintaining the security socket layer. They're maintaining that they constantly propagating to Google that we are safe, come in, let people come in. So that's a very important part. One of the most important parts of your website, right? If not the most important part of your website, right? Honestly, you can and you have to see it that way. Because if your doors are locked, or if there's a bouncer or a police officer standing at your door, literally chasing everybody away or giving them a warning, don't do this, don't do this. If you go there at your own risk. What does that communicate? It completely devalues your business. It devalues the time and effort that you took to make that amazing muffin, or you took to make that amazing pizza, or you took to make that big building that you had to get a whole bunch of construction workers and get them to build it. It devalues you. It devalues your business. So you need to make sure that that's online always, no matter what. And that's what people don't know how to explain to you. And sometimes web developers struggle to explain all of this to you because it's a lot. Like, look how fast I'm speaking, and I can go and go and go and go forever because, first of all, this is something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about helping businesses, right? And I see all of these struggles, and it's just a gap in knowledge because they're like, well, I'm good at what I do. The people that know me know that I'm good at what I do. But you don't understand that there's a whole world that you could be getting, right? You're just pushing them away because you're only selling to your group, your family. You're selling to that group. And that's perfect and that's beautiful. But I think something that happens when you start opening yourself up for more opportunities is that you help your initial group even more. You help them even more, right? Scaling is actually helping your initial group even more, right? It's helping them trust you. It's helping them recommend you. It's helping them feel more status when they speak about the fact that they did business with you. It's helping them more. It's building you up and building your entire nation, your entire group up with you. When you build your business up, you're building everything. You're not just building yourself, right? And that's why you have to just keep on pouring into yourself. You have to keep on pouring into the business, right? And web development is one of those areas where you just keep pouring. And if you pour into it, it will pour back into you a million times, okay? So let's move on to something else. Let's say that, okay, I have a website, but I use it as a pamphlet, I use it as a business card, and I give it to people, right? And you're asking yourself, what is the actual function of a website? That's something that I think a lot of business owners struggle with because they're like, well, if I can send physical pamphlets all over the place, why do I need a website? What do I gain from having a website? It's not only that a website helps you to send the message out, but a website also helps people all over the world. No matter how far they are, they can communicate with you. And that's mind-boggling, that's mind-bending, right? Because you think to yourself like, hey, you can just put a email address on your business card. You can just put your email address on a pamphlet. But what happens when someone hands someone a pamphlet? They fold up the pamphlet, they put it in their pocket, and they never think about it again. What happens when you give someone your business card? They put your business card there, they forget about it for many days, and you don't get that instant response. But with a website, oftentimes there's a contact form. As soon as you look at the website, you see that this is someone that I want to do business with. These people are validated, they're credible, I trust them. Speak to us now. Send us an email now. You don't have to turn on your phone. You don't have to go through the struggle of looking for your email, and you don't have to go through the struggle of going through all your other messages that are shouting at you. Because you have to remember that when someone turns on their phone, even if they want to send you a message, they might get a message from their significant other. They might get a message from their cousin. They might get a message from someone else that's so important to them that they forget what they wanted to send you, and they move out, they start speaking to that person, and they forget you. And out of sight, out of mind. As soon as they forget what they wanted, it might be 2 days, 2 weeks before they actually remember, oh yes, I wanted that thing from this person. But when you have a contact us form on your website, you remove the friction. Instantly they can send you a message. Instantly you have validation. Instantly you have someone whose details you can keep, and instantly you can start communicating back and forth with them, right? So you can create a client list. So what is one of the major purposes of having a website is to create a client list. You can create, or you can take in all the emails that you're sending, you create an email list, and then with those emails, you can send them messages and say, hey guys, just to let you know, this is what we're doing, right? You, even if they're not on your website now, you can communicate with them now. You can say, hey guys, we're taking this road trip. Look at us here. We're selling our muffins in this place. We've opened another branch here. If you live in this area, you can get our muffins faster. You can get our products faster. This is it. Here we are. And you can speak to them like that. So it creates that. So then your question is like, what's the first reason I might need a website? That is the first reason, right? Of course, that's actually more like the second reason. The first reason is to promote your website. The second reason is to get clients, is to communicate with them, right? Get them to subscribe to an email list, get them to communicate with you, and have that back and forth instantly without the friction and all the noise that they're getting from social media and this and this and this. And then there comes another problem. I just said it, social media, right? A lot of people say, well, I don't need a website because I have social media. Instagram is working for me, TikTok is working for me, WhatsApp, Facebook is working for me, right? Why do I need a website? Well, when it comes to TikTok, when it comes to Instagram, when it comes to Facebook, right? People are constantly scrolling, and they're getting like signals from everywhere. They're getting signals and signals and signals and signals and signals and signals from everywhere. So your promotion is going to pop up. In all that noise, your promotion is going to pop up. And to most people, it's just going to sound like noise. It's going to pop up and they're going to be like, oh, this is something I might need. Let me save the video and I'll come back to it later. But your website isn't just this pamphlet, like I said. Your website is a world in itself. It is a space where no one's allowed to distract them. No one's allowed to bother your client. No one's allowed to put in information or try to do something with your client that you are not aware of, right? It literally tells everyone, stay out, I'm speaking to them now, right? That's what your website is doing. It literally pushes every other block of noise out. You don't get to market to my client. You don't get to speak to this person. This user is now in my house. All the noise from outside should leave, right? So does that mean that Facebook, Instagram, and all these things are useless? No, of course not. Use that and then bring them to your website. Once they're on your website, you get to tell them, hey, subscribe to our email list so we know that you like this place and we can send you stuff and we can let you know all the cool things that we're doing. You're someone that's valuable to us, and we would love to be valuable to you, and we would love to help you. We would love to assist you. So that's another part of the website, right? You want them to see that side of you. You want them to see that intimate side of you, you know? When you have a Instagram page, you might put your style, your font, your colors, all of these things, but people only have 1 second to decide whether they like it. Once they go into your website, instant validation, instant, this is us. You bring them to your world. Look here, look there, look there, look there. Look at all the cool things we do. Look at our images, our fonts, our movements, our ideas, our plans for you, to help you, to benefit you. So it's so important for you to actually take that on and say, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have a website, not only just as a pamphlet, but also to bring people in, shut the noise out, and show them how great you are. So that's another big reason to have websites, right? And I can go on and on and on, and I'll probably do that in a couple other videos. But this video was just a starter to tell you guys, hey, there's so much reasons to have a website. And I'm not saying come to me. If you want the best and you want someone that's going to sit down with you, spend hours speaking to you, finding out exactly what you want, what your colors are, what your photos are, what style, what type of help you want to deliver, send me an email. Email is somewhere there. Email is there. Send me an email. Send me an email. And when I get the email, I will send you one almost immediately, and I'll get back to you, and you can speak, sit down with me. I will show you everything I've done, and I will be there, guide you along the way. I will hold your hand. You don't need to study. You don't need to figure out the little details about websites. I will tell you everything that is important to you. I will tell you everything that you need to know, and I will give you my soul. I will take my soul out of my body, put it on the table so you can have it, so that when we're done, you get all the results that you know you can get, that you know that you need, and that you know that you want for your website. Okay, but away with the selling. If you actually just were thinking about, like, maybe I want to build a website and I'm not sure why, or people keep on marketing websites to me and I don't understand why, that's what this video was for. I hope you got value from it. I did it as fast as I could, and I'm just throwing it at you right now. I hope you retain something, and I appreciate your time. Goodbye.